Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. I figured it out. The WNBA media, aka the peanut allergy table of the sports world. The WNBA media is the peanut allergy table of the sports world. It is where all the kids who ate glue growing up, where they all convene. I've come to understand it. I've deep dove. I've psychoanalyzed. I broke down WNBA media members. And you know what the issue is? I found out the issue. This is where they came to finally feel a part of something. They've gone their whole life being an outcast, never being accepted, being alone, a lone ranger, lone wolf. Searching for a place to fit in. Searching for a place that made them feel like home. And they found that place in the WNBA. I look around like, oh, wow, you're a victim too? Oh, man, this is where I belong. Oh, you have allergies to peanuts too? Oh, this is where you used to drink glue too? Oh, my, this is where I belong. And they found a home covering the WNBA. And then out of nowhere, all these new eyeballs come in. Ooh, scary. And out of nowhere, all these new fans come in. Ooh, scary. And that safe space that they finally felt like they were a part of a community, that safe space is going bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's what's going on here in the WNBA. These people need help. Let's get right into it, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Sophie Cunningham set the internet on fire last week by saying fairly non-controversial things, but it's only controversial to the peanut allergy table. That's it. It's only controversial to the players in the WNBA and the peanut allergy WNBA. It's only controversial to them. Most Americans, most people, they agree on this issue. Men go that way, and women go that way. If you have male reproductive if you have male reproductive parts, you go over here, and if you have female reproductive parts, you go over there. Most people agree. But the peanut allergy table, oh, they're outraged. The Slows, shout out to CJ So Foolish, they're outraged. Oh, you're threatening my life, my livelihood, my place of belonging, my safe space. They can't handle it. Sophie Cunningham went viral last week for saying that, and she's getting support. Brandy Cruz says, join me, Women Are Reals, Known Heretic, and female athletes for a rally to thank Sophie Cunningham for her bravery. Tomorrow, ahead of the Storm Fever game at 5 p.m. outside Climate Pledge Arena, wear your XXXY athletics gear if you have it. Support Sophie Cunningham, a pregame fan rally. Jennifer Say, CEO of XXXY Athletics, I believe she was a part of the women's U.S. gymnastics team as well. She's like, man, I wish I could be there. And now we have Roberta. Roberta, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You look at me. Me, look at you. Look at like this. You're going to be okay, Roberta. You're going to get through this. And you're going to come out on the other side a stronger woman. Roberta, there will be an anti-trans rally in Seattle tomorrow ahead of the Storm game against the Fever in support of Sophie Cunningham's latest public transphobic statements. I thought it was online fans only. That's what she's inciting. Well, it's not really an anti-trans rally. It's a pregame fan rally to celebrate women's sports. Wow. You see, it even says it on the flyer, Roberta. Like, you don't even need to put your own spin on things because it actually describes what it's going to be on the flyer, but that doesn't really jive with your narrative. Okay, fine. And then Roberta continues with the victimhood. She continues eating glue. I had grown used to this is unhinged, lunatic fringe, throw her in a padded room type behavior. Sorry. And again, this is credentialed media. That's why we talk about Roberta WBB, because this is credentialed media. This is old guard WNBA media. And this is, by and large, how most old guard WNBA media think. Now, I don't want to put it on everybody's jacket, but the more I look around, you got to wear the jacket, man. Not this jacket. This is my jacket. You got to wear that jacket. I had grown used to turning my credential backwards during Fever games here in Seattle so fans wouldn't recognize me. Roberta, I can assure you, nobody would recognize you. I can assure you. People will walk past. Roberta's probably walking there. I hope nobody recognizes me. She gets to her seat. Nobody knew who I was. This is great. Me turning my credentials backwards really saved me on this one. Roberta, nobody knows who you are. But now I'm fully afraid to go to the game tomorrow and might just skip it completely since I received multiple death threats from this group last week. It sucks. That's what they want. For us not to feel safe in our safe space. And there's Roberta confessing to what I said in my opening. This is a safe space for them. They're fearful, not fearful of their life. That's performative bullshit. They're fearful of going back to the days where they didn't belong anywhere. Feeling like they didn't belong anywhere. Feeling alone. Feeling isolated from the world. Before they found the WNBA. Before they found a place where other people with peanut allergies gathered. That's what they're fearful of. And then we have Chris Simp Williamson, a man who pees sitting down, a man who has a chair in the corner of his bedroom. Chris Williamson. This is what Sophie Cunningham will partly be remembered for. I'm so disgusted seeing this. Well, I doubt it, one. Two, this is what she's going to be remembered for? Galvanizing fellow fans and fellow women athletes to support women's sports. Oh gosh, the horror. I can't believe it. And Chris Williamson, you know what you're going to be remembered for? You're going to be remembered for advocating for males to chop off their genitalia. That's what you're going to be remembered for. You and everyone in your hive mind are throwing around it's an anti-trans rally, when in reality it isn't and hasn't said it is. Why do you equate protect women's sports with that's anti-trans? Then you have Sydney Brunson. Sydney Brunson, in case you guys aren't familiar or you don't remember, Sydney Brunson, Cheryl Swoop's BFFFL. Somebody who googly-eyed Amber Cox has taken multiple pictures with. They're friends, they're buddies, they're pals. I said, good morning. Good morning, world. Any word from Kathy about tonight's Seattle Storm game, where reportedly anti-trans protesters plan to show their support for Indiana Fever Sophie Cunningham? Oh my gosh. People showing their support for Sophie Cunningham. Sydney, you could go into a padded room too, Cindy. You can go into a padded room. Yes, Kathy should say something about American citizens exercising their First Amendment right. You really nailed it on the head. As long as those rights don't resemble January 6th, I'm all for it. What if they resemble protests that involve, I don't know, burning the city down? What about that? That's cool, right? What if they resembled, I don't know, rioting, looting, pillaging, robbing local businesses, you know, just the small stuff. Yeah, Cindy probably liked that as well. Then you have the old guard fans. Then you have she's a stain on this league and a stain on society. Then you have Nikias Duncan, who, by the way, has me blocked. Never talked to this guy a day in his life, but I'm sure he has a chair in the corner of a room too. To do this in Seattle, of all places? Wait, you're telling me that Seattle has people that think like Sophie Cunningham? Oh my gosh. You're telling me Seattle has people with common sense? Oh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell. Again, folks, the peanut allergy table of sports media, the WNBA media. There's really nothing else to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. That means so much to me. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.